Hello, my name's Todd Lees from Latima Brokerage, and welcome to another Pulse Market Update. The purpose of which is to hopefully provide you some informative and timely market information in regards to some of those major pulse crops that we trade around the globe, but also to provide you with a platform to give me some feedback on the comments that I make. You may think they're rubbish, you may agree with them. I'm happy to receive the feedback either way. And also perhaps give you the opportunity to share some specific information in regard to your particular market, something that the rest of us, myself and other viewers, perhaps don't see and you think would be worthwhile for us to be aware of. Of course, which I would be happy to share with viewers in our very next market update. Some of the feedback that I got last week was I never mentioned yellow peas, which was a bit remiss of me. They are one of the major pulse crops traded, particularly out of the Black Sea and in Canada. So thank you for that feedback. Currently, yellow peas, of course, are of interest into the subcontinent and parts of the Middle East at around that 290 level. And what I'd also like to do is wish our friends a happy Holi for those that are celebrating the Festival of Colours. Celebrating the onset of spring, of course. So I hope you're having a wonderful time with your family and friends. So what happened in the market this week? We were talking about the potential rainfall eventuating in Australia, which it did. So thankfully on the east coast of Australia we received anywhere from 50 mil to 150 mil in parts, which was certainly beneficial for parts of central Queensland down to northern New South Wales. The two buzzwords at the moment in regards to weather are cyclone and El Nino. So at the moment we've got two cyclones up in the north of Australia, one on the top northwest and one on the top northeast. So people are saying that the Bureau has produced this map, which all the punters are saying this could be the most important weather map the Bureau is going to show us this year. So that can show a significant amount of rain down the east coast of Australia, which is certainly going to be very beneficial for farmers waiting for that very important planting rain, which they hope to commence their program in late April. So hopefully that will eventuate. The other buzzword at the moment is El Nino. So the Bureau of Meteorology has said that there is now a 70% chance that El Nino conditions will develop. Now, we all know El Nino means drier weather and also warmer temperatures. So that's something that farmers don't want to hear coming on the back of the drought or the severe drought that we had last year. They certainly don't want to hear that there's a bias towards El Nino conditions, but with the rain events that are coming through, they're certainly retaining a cautiously optimistic view that they're going to produce, or try to produce at least an average crop this year on the eastern seaboard of Australia anyway. The Northern Hemisphere, my understanding is that their moisture profile is quite satisfactory and they're hoping to get in a decent planting program for their spring period, starting April, May next month, of course. From a trading perspective, bugger all happening. From what I can see, prices are slowly grinding their way southwards because of very little buying interest from the destination markets. Now this is on the back of a combination of several things. One, they've probably got decent stocks in country. They've got tonnage on the water sailing towards their ports. And some countries are also about to harvest their own crops, such as Pakistan will be harvesting their own desis next month, as will Egypt be harvesting their fava beans next month. So a combination of those factors is showing that proving that there's very little buying interest in the market. Perhaps the only saving grace and the only reason that we're not seeing prices crash at the moment, in particular for desis and fava beans, is there's very little depth, particularly in Australia, for those commodities. I think the Northern Hemisphere, UK and Lithuania, I think they're almost done, pretty much done for their old crop sales. Australia also produced probably record or had very had record low production last year of both Desi's and fava beans. So there's very little depth in the market from a supply side. So new crop is a long way away. Northern Hemisphere September, Australia October. So I'm still maintaining a fairly a bullish perspective on prices, given that we're a long way away from any new crop entering the market. That's about all I have to say this week. Welcome your feedback. Please send me an email or a WhatsApp text, whatever works best for you. Have a great weekend, and I look forward to catching up with you on our next market update. Thank you. Bye for now.